principles of safe systems started in the mid-1990s, and the Dutch Sustainable Safety, which is still going, is their principal strategy. And then later, or about the same time, the Swedish Vision Zero, which has received a lot more publicity. In 2008, I was fortunate enough for the 3 years leading up to that to be on a working group from the OECD who published their first report in the Vision Zero towards Zero Safe System approach. And Australia made a really big contribution. Australia chaired that committee. For the last 3 years, finishing in October, I chaired the follow-on to that, which was basically now countries asking for advice on how do we take the principles of the safe system and implement it. And fundamentally, the safe system is all about changing the way we view the problem and the way we respond. And a lot of the jargon is around a paradigm shift or a transformational change. Fundamentally, we're moving from perhaps a historical base where we thought we could make the driver and the road user perfect. I'm an ex-teacher. I came into road safety a long time ago. My background sort of told me we could educate our way out of this. While education remains really important, we can't educate our way out of this. And the reason we can't do that is because people make mistakes. They always will make mistakes. If we think that we can make humans perfect in 55 or 60 years of their driving careers or road using careers, we're barking up the wrong tree. So the safe system basically takes that as one of its first principles. Firstly, acknowledge that people make mistakes. Secondly, it says we brake, and we brake at relatively low speeds. So a car hitting a pedestrian at 30 kilometres an hour, there's a 90% chance that that pedestrian won't be killed or seriously injured. If they're struck at 50, there's an 80% chance they will be killed or seriously injured. So in a short space of kilometres an hour, those impacts make a big difference. So we can manage the energy in the system and move our focus from a problem of trying to stop crashes to trying to stop the consequences. So if and when I crash, can we prevent the consequences from being severe? The other fundamental basis of it is, so it's all about, can we prevent those crashes, but can we also manage the consequences? And the other key thing is that there's a shared responsibility, and we need to move all parts of the system. So if there are levers that we can pull, we need to educate, we need to enforce, but we need to re-engineer the environment. And that's both the speeds at which we travel and the interaction with the environment we're in, combined with the safety of the vehicle. So it's a fundamental shift from thinking we can educate our way out and make people perfect to a system approach where actually we know that you're going to make a mistake. So when you do make a mistake, can we manage the environment so the consequences aren't serious or fatal?